The first round of the NBA playoffs charges on. We've got Game 5 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. From American Airlines Arena in South Florida, tonight, the Miami Heat taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Hi again, everyone. Ed Cohen with my partner, Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Heat coming into play. They've been the better team thus far, no question about it. Now they have a chance to advance if they can wrap things up here at home in Game 5.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
Has a look. Shot won't go.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Short jumper won't go down. Lowry with it, just underway in an ever-crucial Game 5. To Butler. Lowry won't go. Milwaukee with the basketball. Middleton to Lopez. Middleton. Chris Middleton with the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Here comes the screen. Giannis Antetokounmpo able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Holiday. To Antetokounmpo. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Holiday. Drew Holiday is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 78% at the line. First free throw is good. Hits the second. One more coming.
I like that.
Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Here comes the screen. Holiday to Antetokounmpo. Pass stolen by Miami. Deep left corner to Oladipo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Huge block. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. Butler. To Oladipo. Giannis with it up top. Leads a bucket. To Holiday. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Butler. Lobs it up. Wide open look, won't go.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
To Butler. For three. Smothering D. To Adetokunbo. Middleton. Rebound Oladipo. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Middleton. Nothing going here on that drive. Whoa, Chris Middleton, 2-4 now.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
They love this hustle. To Middleton. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Miami's got it. To Oladipo. Deep two there, won't go. Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads 4. To Holiday. Middleton driving right to the basket. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 6. To Lowry. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Middleton. Trying to cash in. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oladipo. Giannis with it up top. Up by 6. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Adetokunbo. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. It's the Heat with the possession. Butler. Probing the defense. To Butler. Has a chance. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Holiday in possession. They lead it. 4-point game. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Waiters. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. And that one out of bounds off a buck. Butler. Great pass to set it up. Finish that. To Joe Ingles. Right time, right player.
Can't teach hype.
Jumper's good.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Holiday. Has a look. Pulled down by Dedmon. Deep right corner. Waiters. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Holiday. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Short jumper off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Holiday controls the basketball. All tied up, 13 apiece. Joe Ingles. From the painted area, won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Joe Ingles. Pass stolen by Miami.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Changes coming from both sides right now. Waiters. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. To Holiday. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
He'd have the basketball. To Waiters. The drive right to the bench.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Waiters. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Waiters at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throws good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. The Bucks at the controls. Matthews to Holiday. Matthews to Holiday. Beyond the arc for 3. And Drew Holiday good on the quick release.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Holiday in possession. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Matthews. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Waiters. Dion Waiters. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
To Holiday. Screen coming. Holiday. Down low, Crowder. Bam, out of Bio with the block. It's good. That misses with a second to go. 1 quarter in the books here in game number 5. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
To Waiters. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. Not going to have it this time.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Miami with the basketball. Wesley Matthews swats it. Holiday controls the basketball. Down 2. Matthews against Anderson. To Holiday. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Butler. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Here comes the screen. Matthews to Joe Ingles. Matthews. Giannis for 2. And it's Butler who grabs the rebound. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Matthews to Adetokunbo. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Butler. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Hood to Adetokunbo. And he scores on the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's the Heat with the possession. Butler. Giannis Adetokunbo rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Hood to Adetokunbo. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Hood to Matthews. Nothing going here on that drive. Going to launch beyond the arc. That out of his range and no good. Waiters to Butler. Bobby Portis with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Matthews, tough matchup against Butler. Knocked loose. Yes, Wesley Matthews. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Wesley Matthews sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Short jumper won't fall.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Baseline drive. Wesley Matthews pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Bucks at the controls. It goes down. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Butler. From long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Adetokunbo. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Shot from the lane won't go. To Oladipo. To Lowry. Shot clock winding down. To Oladipo. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
James Johnson sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Adetokunbo. Driving right to the basket. Whoa, Chris Middleton. 3 for 6 now.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Miami's got it. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo up against Frazier. The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Adetokunbo. No good. Lowry into the front court. Leads 4. Tim Frazier tips it. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Butler. Giannis Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked.
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Adetokunbo. To Middleton. Here's Lopez, down low. Down to 5 on the 24. Pass stolen by Miami.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Knocks it down off the step back.
From somebody who loves to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Holiday. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Wayne Dedmon rocking the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Victor Oladipo able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Take stock of the floor. Deep right corner. Lowry. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Adetokunbo. Holiday. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. 4-3. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. It's the Heat with the possession. Lowry up against Frazier. Goes to the left side. Can't connect from inside. Holiday at possession. Trailing by 4. to Middleton. They'll get it down low to low.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Oladipo. Five to shoot for Miami. To Butler. Fires the three. You on top. Jimmy Butler. Contested three. He buries it. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day, that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Heat are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat. The Bucks are still very much in this matchup. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Blocks.
Very physical basketball in the first half from these squads. Lots of block shots and some great defensive intensity.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Holiday. Victor Oladipo. Huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Dwayne Dedmon with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oladipo. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down by 9. Here comes the screen. Jimmy Butler swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lowry. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. To Middleton. Nothing going here on that drive. Middleton. To Antetokounmpo. Lets it fly from long range. The danger of the Greek freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo, hand in his face, still knocks it down for three.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now, since they've picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Holiday. And scores on the step back.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Butler. Probing the defense. Able to convert inside.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
And the basket good at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Butler into the front court. Up by 6. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo, guarded by Frazier. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Holiday controls the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Middleton. Here comes the screen. To Middleton. Here's Lopez, down low, and he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Oladipo. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks.
Hey, lock up.
To Lopez. Frazier sizing up Butler. That's out. Last touch by Dwayne Dedmon. Antetokounmpo to Holiday. Finds a shoot. Holiday. Off the mark. Well contested.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Holiday. Antetokounmpo to Holiday. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Jimmy Butler has got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Here comes the screen. Gets it in the left corner. Middleton. To Holiday. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
To Holiday. To Middleton. For 3. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Butler. Oladipo. Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it. Holiday in possession. Now down 6. Victor Oladipo with a piece. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Lowry. Butler. Lowry. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Great feed, sets it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Has a look. Rebounded by the Heat. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen with a drop step. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 4 for 9.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Middleton. Miami secures the rebound. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. To Middleton. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Matthews. No good. Defense catching a break there. To Lowry. The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper misses. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
So Lowry. Jim Frazier sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Bobby Portis. Time to shuffle things up. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. To Oladipo. Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Victor Oladipo with a chance at a 4-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. You can count that one. 4-point play. Giannis with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Joe Ingles. Giannis shoots. Not today. Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Antetokounmpo. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 3 for 6 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His team down 9. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. From long range, not a good shot there as he misses it. Giannis Antetokounmpo pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Antetokounmpo. To Matthews. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Wesley Matthews buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Wesley Matthews sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Antetokounmpo. The drive, right to the basket. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
He'd have the basketball. To Oladipo. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Heat with the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Adetokunbo. Free throw try, off the mark. To Oladipo. Driving right to the basket. And he's going to the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Victor Oladipo at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. He makes them both. Bucks basketball. Holiday. Lowry into the front court. His team leads it by 10. And a putback slam.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Joe Ingles. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Joe Ingles. To Holiday. Nothing going here on that drive. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Holiday with a shot that won't fall.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Victor Oladipo can't go down. Smothering defense. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Victor Oladipo with the slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Navigating through traffic. Bam, Adebayo. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Crowder's shot won't fall. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Up a dozen. Oladipo's shot no good. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Screen coming. Holiday to Rodney Hood. Rebound comes to Lowry. To Oladipo. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Shot by Holiday, no good. Oladipo into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. He'd come up with it. To Lowry. 4-3. And Kyle Lowry. Muscle memory put to good use there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Has a look. Holiday with a shot that won't fall. To Butler. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Knocks it down off the step back.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Holiday controls the basketball. His guys down big. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Here comes the screen. Antetokounmpo goes to the left side to Rodney Hood. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Brook Lopez. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Trying to cash in. Oladipo's shot misses. Knocked loose. He'd get control. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Lopez to Rodney Hood. Nothing going here on that drive. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Fires the three. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Cleans it up. Slams it home on the putback.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Holiday. To Middleton. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Middleton. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, big finish at the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Holiday. Not that time. Lowry with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Oladipo. He throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Dwayne Dedmon snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Butler to Oladipo. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Holiday in possession. Down a bundle. Pass stolen by Miami. Deep right corner. Butler to Oladipo. Bucks have the rebound. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Miami with the basketball. To Oladipo. Count the basket inside.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Adetokunbo. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. to Oladipo. That's no good. Oladipo, top of the key. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just his shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Middleton to Adetokunbo. To Middleton. Matthews. To Adetokunbo. Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken by Miami. Down to 5 on the 24. 24-second violation. The Heat with the victory. And they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat are one step closer to a championship with today's win. Still, the journey is far from over. They've got to stay focused. They want this journey to end with the Larry O'Brien Trophy in their hands. Check out the leading scores for the Miami Heat. The Bucks were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Miami Heat were most impressive in the way they turned their effort into second chance points. If I was their coach, I'd be very proud of the team for the way they played with heart.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.